watching. So today we are starting with the first game. We've got some amazing helpers here, Nicola and Beth. We've got two beautiful volunteers who are going to come along and play a donut eating game. Welcome. I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to move around the back.
Oh, good idea, because Lauren and I live together, so we're allowed to be close. Otherwise, this wouldn't be COVID friendly.
Right, so are we ready in the room?
Yes!
Are we ready at home?
Yes!
3, 2, 1. Eat those donuts! Oh, you can see Jessie's gone for a big chunk first. Lauren's taking it slow and steady. No, she's doing little smaller bites because I reckon she thinks she can swallow it quicker. Donuts are moving along the string. Let's have some cheers.
Yes!
Yes!
Well done, Jessie!
Look, so what they're doing is they're having to eat around the hole so that they can take the last one in one mouthful. Gosh, this is a hard challenge. This is only the first donut. Oh, Jessie! She's taken the first donut. She's trying to eat it the whole without dropping it on the floor. Now she's laughing when she's making it. Oh! She lost some of her donut. We will remember that later. She's taken the donut off the floor. She is not going to give up on that donut. Yep, is it going in? Oh, Lauren! Is she going for the donut on the floor or is she just going to move on? We've got one donut down.
Yay!
Okay, Lauren is also, she's also taken the donut. Well done, Lauren, give her a cheer. Okay, we're on donut number 2. I hope they've not eaten before this, because I think that they are going to be full when this is finished. Right, second donut. They are spinning around, it is more difficult to eat. We've got sugar in Jessie's hair. Lauren is laughing too much to be able to eat it. Kids, you can try this at home. If you've got something like maybe a party ring biscuit, you can put that on a thread of string and see if you can eat that. Or go buy some donuts. Go, Mum, Dad, I want some donuts. Go buy some donuts and do the donut challenge at home. Let's see how they're getting on. We've got 1.5 donuts left on Lauren's string. We've got she's going for it. Jessie is laughing again. It's a donut hole race. Dropped on the floor. Oh, we might have a little bit of hand use there. We'll just pretend we didn't see that. Lauren is going to start on her last donut. She's hoping that Jessie is just going to laugh and not be able to start on her donut.
No way.
Jessie is she's taking it very, very seriously. Okay, children, we need some cheering to get through their last donut. That is a high risk bite there. Right there, look at Lauren. There is a lot of weight on that small little bit of ring. Oh no! Lauren, what is she going to do? Is she going to forfeit winning the challenge? Or is she going to go for it? Oh, she's going for it! Hey! Jessie, oh gosh, I think Jessie, you've got slightly less donut left than Lauren. Munch. They did a Brussels sprout challenge and she was fast. Jessie was like speed. Last little bit left, she's just got the hole to eat. Now the question is, do they make the donut around the hole or do they make the hole in the donut? Have to think about that, children. Okay, donut hole looks like it's missing. Oh, what? Now it's about swallowing it. We need to see empty mouth. We need to see empty mouth. This is like Jessie wins. Let's give Lauren a cheer. Well done, Lauren. She did so well. But Jessie, I think you would all agree at home. I mean, that was a tough challenge.
That was so hard.
But she did it. That was like the fastest donut challenge.
We've got Gideon himself coming on in. Here we go. Oh, Gideon, thank you for anti-backing. We have to be safe in these coronavirus times. Come and take a seat.
Hello,
Thank
Jessie.
you. Hello.
Hello. So nice to be here, children.
It's so great to have you. So, I hear that you have some exciting things happening because God wasn't very happy with the Israelites, but he still loved them. And I heard that the Midianites were very mean to you.
They were being really, really mean. Yeah, they were like taking our food, like taking our crops. They were just meanies.
They were so mean. But what did you guys do in this? You did hide in caves for a while, and then you hid your animals because they tried to take their animals.
They were really mean.
Yes,
they were really mean. I was praying to God, and I was just saying, God, you know, these you are like the amazing God. You did all these miracles, and you know, when the sea parted and he set us free from Egypt. I mean, it wasn't me, that was obviously like my granddad's granddad.
Yes.
And yeah, we like always talk about those amazing things God did. Sorry, I'm having a few beard issues.
Okay.
The barbers are closed at the moment because of
Yes,
lockdown, so
yes.
it's very difficult. Yeah, I was like, God, come on, you're like the God of miracles, same God. Same God.
It's the same God.
And so yeah, I was like, God, we need a miracle. So yeah.
And the amazing thing was that God hears you in these circumstances. He always hears us. You were busy threshing some wheat, and something pretty awesome happened, I think.
Yeah, I was threshing the wheat using my really strong muscles. Do you want to just my really strong muscles? Yeah, and then all of a sudden there was this like angel thing, and I was quite surprised because I was kind of, you expect to see animals, you don't expect to see angels. And the angel said to me, the Lord is with you, mighty warrior. And what I did, honestly, first off, you want to know what I did? I looked for a warrior. Because I did not think I was a warrior. I am the youngest in my family.
Okay.
I mean, I do have strong muscles, but you should see the rest of my family. They are like strong and they are mighty.
Yes.
And so I was really surprised that the angel was saying, calling me a mighty warrior. So yeah. Basically, God did say to me, you don't have to do it on your own, but I'm going to work with you. You're going to work with me to sort out these Midianites who are being meanies.
So, yes, I heard that the people in your town actually weren't very happy with you trying to get them to follow this God, because I've heard that in their towns they had many statues, they had many fake gods, which isn't what God, the one and only God, wants. He wants us to follow him, and they had wooden statues, they had altars, which are just not real. And so your people were very angry about this.
It was so cross.
Yes.
What I did was God said, I felt like it was the right thing to do was to get rid of them. So I got rid of their altars to the gods that weren't real, that weren't the real God, the one that set the Israelites free. They were so cross. They were so cross. And actually it was my dad that said to them, because they were really, they were mad, they were coming after me, and I think they were probably wanting to do me some harm. So, sorry, a bit of a beard issue there.
That's okay.
Can't wait for them to be open again.
Yes.
So basically, my dad said, hey you really angry Israelite, going to cross with Gideon, that's me.
That's you.
If your God is real, then he'll be the one that will get Gideon. So that was what my dad said, which was obviously, true.
Yes.
And then nothing happened because their gods weren't real at all. They weren't. They were just made up. So nothing happened to me, thank goodness.
Yes.
I was also a bit scared about that. I was quite scared about that.
But you wanted to make sure, didn't you, that actually God was real and he was on your side. And
yes,
I think you then asked for another sign from God.
Well, yes, I did. Because, you see, the thing is, sometimes God does tell you something and then you have a little bit of a worry in your tummy.
Yes.
And you just want to check, so I thought I'd check again. And is that, you're referring to the fleece incident?
I am indeed. Yes, that was a very wonderful moment.
So, in the winter when it's cold and the ground is covered in like a dewy kind of watery thing.
Yes, that's lovely.
And anything you leave outside, maybe you left your scooter outside because you'd come home from school in a rush and you just chucked it on the grass. If you go outside in the morning, then your scooter is covered in water, in front covered in this dew.
Yes.
And I thought, my God is so clever that he would make it so that if I put something out onto the ground, it would stay dry.
Yes. And
everything else would be wet with this dew, and then I would know absolutely certainly that God is on my side.
Yes, yes, he would.
So that's what I did.
And what happened?
Kirsten is going to come up, and Kirsten, I do believe there is another game that we're going to have.
Do you know what? We've got a second game now. Second game, which is super exciting. So I'm going to do a little bit of anti-back dance. And I've got two very beautiful and willing contestants who've got here. And they're going to be testing out their drawing skills today. So girls, in front of you, you've each got 2 plates. And you've got a variety of coloured pens. You're just going to hold them up so the kids can see some really lovely colours. So what they're going to be doing is they're going to be drawing. First of all, they're going to draw like a Christmassy scene. And then they're going to draw us like an Easter scene. So we're going to think about Christmas and Easter. So, to start with, they're going to do that. But the tricky thing they're going to do is the plate is not going to be on the table, girls. The plate is going to be on your head. So, do you want to get the first plate position? Alright, and I think we're going to have a 1 minute timer.
Yeah.
So we're going to time them for 1 minute and see what their scene looks like at the end of it.
So we're doing a Christmas scene.
So we're going to start off with like a Christmassy, wintry scene. So we can remember when the baby Jesus was born. And you've got loads of different colours, so I think we'll have like extra cheers for the more colourful they can be. So, okay, so are we ready? Are we ready with the timer? Yeah.
Yeah.
We are ready. Lauren is ready to be our timer. Alright, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, let's go. So, we've got green to start with from Beth there. Different things on there, right? Something's not quite where I might have expected them to be, but it was a good effort. All right, let's have a look at Nicholas then. So I think we've gone for the baby Jesus being born in the stable here. So kids, can you see that one? Yeah, I can sort of see what's going on there. Little bit random where some of the things are on it, but very good, excellent, well done. Okay, what we'll do is we'll get you to your Easter one, and at the end we'll get you to hold both of them and we'll do a cheer. So, are you ready? We'll do another minute. So this time we're looking for an Easter scene. So we're looking for that amazing time when Jesus died and he rose again. Very special time for us to celebrate. But let's get on with it then. Okay, are we ready? Timer ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, start drawing! Oh, straight on the top with a line there from Nicola. Yeah. With his palm leaves. Can we see that, kids? How cool is that? It's really cool. Yeah, that's a good effort for that. But given that was on top of her head, that's pretty good.
Should I explain what this is?
Yeah, just give us some, it's kind of interpretive. It's interpretive,
yes,
isn't it?
this is abstract. So this is meant to be when Jesus rose from the dead and he came out of the tomb. And we've got a bit of sky. I don't know what that is. I think it's meant to be a sun. And then we've got the tree. And there's Jesus. And there's another human.
That's amazing. Right, so I'm going to take that up, kids, so you can take a close look. So this is, don't forget, you'll be able to tell when you see it. This is, so when Jesus came out of the tomb. So amazing. Oh my goodness. Do you want to hold your 2 plates up? Let's give them a cheer. All right, well done. most about God, that one, but only just. They were amazing. I loved it so much.
Well, I left a fleece out actually, a very nice one, and it was dry. In the morning it was dry.
Wow.
Everything else I do, and my fleece was dry.
And so that meant that God was going to protect you.
Yes, it did.
But I think I've heard reports, oh yes, I'm still getting reports, that actually you still felt a bit unsure that God was on your side, and
Well,
you wanted one more.
I was maybe hoping you might not have mentioned it, but okay, so yes, I was still a little bit of a worry pot. I mean, they were really mean, the
Yeah.
Gideonites. You have to understand they're very
They are
mean.
very
And
mean, yes.
I'm the youngest, and you know, you understand.
Yes, yes.
So I just thought, what if I put out the fleece and I asked for it to be the other way around, and I say, well, what if the fleece is wet and the ground is dry? I was like, well, obviously my God would be able to do that.
Yeah.
And then I thought I would definitely 100% know God is on my side and it's going to be okay.
Yes. And it was, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
That was the way it was. So then, Gideon, I believe you gathered your troops together.
Yes, I thought we should have an army. That's
Yes.
what God kind of also, I heard what God said, and I thought an army was
Yes.
army. Oh, let's get an army. Lots and lots of
army.
people who could fight and make it better.
God had a very different idea, didn't he?
So he wanted to do something that just actually was very clear that he was the only God.
Yes.
So he said, what you need to do is you've got all these people ready to fight. So he said you need to tell them if they're feeling scared, then they can
Yes.
just go home, maybe like watch Netflix or film Netflix.
Yeah.
Watch like
The Rocks.
The Rocks,
Yeah.
and then chill, and we'll sort it out. So
Yes.
that's what I did, and it didn't really. I did not expect quite a lot of them went home.
10,000 we heard went home.
It was
10,000.
10,000.
Yes, which left still quite a lot of people. God intervened again, and he told you again that you had too many people. So how did he tell you this time to separate out?
Well, we were quite thirsty because we've
Okay.
been practicing our ninja skills and
Yeah.
sword fighting and stuff.
That's very tiring.
Yeah. So we all went down to the river, and he said, right, everyone have a drink. So I told everyone to have a drink. But some people went on all fours and they were licking the water out.
Gosh.
And which, I mean, that was quite funny, children on its own. But he said to me, all of those that are drinking like that, they can also go home. So quite a lot of other
Gosh.
people went home, and our eye was very, very little.
So I heard a report that only 300 men stayed.
Yes.
Now, the Midianites had more than 300 men.
They definitely
They
did.
had thousands
Yes.
and thousands and thousands.
Yes.
And thousands.
Yes, I was feeling a little bit worried,
And
to be
thousands.
honest about it. Yes, thousands.
And
Yes.
thousands.
In fact, I maybe don't keep repeating it because I'm getting a little
Oh,
funny feeling as I
sorry,
remember
but
it in my
it
mind.
was thousands.
It was thousands.
Yes, more than thousands.
Yes, it was a lot.
And
You're still saying it.
sorry, there were just thousands, and you need to understand that there were thousands.
There were
Sorry,
thousands.
Gideon, thousands.
More than in their school.
Yes, and you only had 300 people, which is a bit ridiculous, really.
Yes,
It's
it was a bit.
thousands of Midianites. So what happened? Because I don't think, did you win?
So we got our men and I split them into three. You know, it's a kind of God's plan, not my
Yeah.
plan, but I
Yes,
thought it was a good
yes.
idea, so I
Yes.
went along with it as well. And obviously there were only 300, so that was like 100, 100, 100. And then they had jars, and they had trumpets, and oh, do you know what? It was all a bit of a blur, Jessie, because
Yes.
it just was quite shocking, and it was a miracle, really.
But what happened to the Midianites in this instance?
Well, oh, this is the best bit of the story. Well, I think it's the really good bit
I'm
of the
so
story.
excited.
So what happened was, I'd been a scaredy cat and like had the worried hot tummy feeling, and then I think the Midianites had it. We didn't have it anymore, so they were all scared and they were bumping into each other, and they ended up, some of them ran away, and because they were so scared, they bumped into each other, and then they ended up fighting each other. We didn't have to do anything at that point.
So there are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of men just turned on themselves and fought each other.
Absolutely, that's exactly.
And I think you realised in that day that actually God was the all-powerful God, and when He says a plan that sometimes sounds a bit funny, actually, He is very in control.
Yes, and actually it made me think about when He said I was a warrior at the very beginning.
Yes.
And I didn't believe Him, just like He says you guys warriors at home. You really should believe God because He does some remarkable things. Even when you have the funny feeling in your tummy.
And the amazing thing is, all you have to do is ask God and He will help you.
100%.
Gideon, thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. So that was the news at 10 with the amazing story of how God defeated the Midianites with Gideon's help. Oh, okay, I'm getting a report now. I think we've got some extreme weather happening. Kirsten is coming on to do the weather report. Kirsten.
We have Jessie. I just got breaking news as well, kids. It's snow. There's snow outside.
Woo!
Yes, I love
What do
snow.
you guys do in the snow?
I love a snowball
A
fight.
snowball fight. So I'm going to switch with you because I think you and Lauren are going to come out the front here and you're going to have
Absolutely.
a snowball fight. So you've each got here a bag of snowballs. Now this is a game that you can play if you live in the same house. And you can live in the same house as you do, as I said earlier. So you can play this game. So the challenge is going to be, we're going to take it in turns. First of all, Jessie, you're going to stand there with your mouth open.
Okay.
And you're going to get to throw the snowballs.
Okay.
And what we're going to do, kids, is count how many snowballs Lauren manages to get in Jessie's mouth. Okay, so should we have a timer? Should we have a 1 minute timer? I reckon that would work. So you're going to have a minute.
Okay.
So, are you ready?
I am so ready.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, there is a
Come on, Lauren, you can do this! In 1 minute. So, are we ready with the timer? We are ready to go. Okay, there's a lot of snowballs on the floor that I can see.
Yeah.
All right,
So
get ready.
really hard.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh! Really? What an adventure he had with God. So kids, we've had so much fun with you. It's really great to have seen you again. And I think just before we go, Beth's going to pray for you.
I am Beth, thank you. Yeah, Jesus, we just thank you for the time we've had this morning, for the fun we've had playing games, for kind of drawing and playing with snowballs. And we also thank you that no matter how scared we are, that you are the God of the impossible, that you are the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and that you can do all things, and that even if we are scared, that you can do that, Jesus. Yeah. So I just ask for in situations where we might feel a bit scared, that you'll just give us peace and let us know that we are warriors for you. Jesus, I ask that in your name. Amen.
Amen. All right, kids, it's been so much fun. Are you ready? Let's do a huge goodbye. It's been so great to see you. We'll see you next week. Bye!